Angel kept getting the ball down there off rebounds or passes, and it just seemed like it would get stripped or blocked. What did you see that was preventing her from getting in the flow of the offense today?
I think it was just some of them were just rushed. I mean that was really it. I think it was just rushed. But I mean, Angel knows that we have confidence in her, just like Camilla.
What an embarrassment! What an absolute embarrassment!
What if I told you Coach Tyler Marsh just delivered a truth bomb so powerful that Angel Reese might need a timeout from her own ego? The saga of stat dadding finally got the reality check it needed, and it's not pretty. Angel had a clear chance: stay silent, play smart, and quietly earn respect in the league like many others do. Instead, she chose to hype herself up and make unnecessary comparisons to a player who consistently performs at a high level, not someone hoarding rebounds like it's Black Friday. This halftime locker room roasting is intense but well-deserved. Sometimes humility is the best play. It's a wake-up call for anyone chasing superficial fame over genuine excellence.
And any of our guards that penetrate into the paint and get looks at the rim, like we have constant belief and confidence in all of our players to be able to make those, and now it's just a matter of doing it. But
Coach Tyler Marsh didn't hold back when criticizing Angel Reese's performance, if you can even call it that. He called it out for what it really was: a clear display of stat padding disguised as hustle. The truth? Angel could have played the game quietly, staying under the radar and earning respect the right way. Like many others in the league, instead she chose to hype herself up, puff out her chest, and make comparisons to a player who's far more skilled and intelligent on the court. Rather than making a genuine statement, she turned it into a spectacle, clinging to empty stats like trophies, while the scoreboard revealed the real story. It's a wake-up call for chasing superficial glory over true performance.
We want Camilla and Angel to be good at what they do already. We want to continue to highlight their strengths. We also want to continue to improve and figure out ways where they can score easily, or they can still be effective defensively. I think it's important to understand, though, that even though that they're kind of the cornerstones of this franchise, that
now all eyes are on her. Cameras, analysts, fans, even the guy in the nosebleeds with binoculars, waiting to see if Angel Reese can back up her bold claims. Spoiler, she fell short. What was supposed to be her moment turned into a misstep, a career misfire that exposed her overhyped confidence and left her struggling to deliver under pressure.
Wow. I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen anything like it about the Angel Reese game. And after that game yesterday, there's no lying anymore. And honestly, there's no lying. Like, everything that I stand by, I triple stand by every single thing that I've said. If Angel Reese is a first option, your team is going to be the worst team in the WNBA.
If silence is golden, Angel's words were a missed free throw in overtime. She loudly boasted about her performance, acting like she was basketball royalty, only to stumble when it counted. Instead of backing up her big talk, she dribbled straight into a brick wall of reality. When you hype yourself up and the highlights don't match, it's a major career turnover, leaving no chance for a clean pass or redemption.
Who's the best player in the country?
To the media or me? I feel like I'm the best player in the country.
Are you fucking serious? Best player in the country. Bong. Best player in the country. Bong. 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 Best player in the country. Look at this. Bong. Wide open layup. Best player in the country.
Coach Marsh didn't just criticize the stat padding. He made it clear that Angel's performance was like attempting to cook gourmet meals with a microwave. Plenty of noise, but lacking any real finesse. The result left everyone questioning why she was even on the court. It seemed as if she was playing her own game, focused on piling up numbers rather than truly contributing. Basketball isn't about filling stat sheets. It's about winning games, earning respect, and performing under pressure. Unfortunately, her display on the big stage did more to embarrass herself than to elevate her reputation.
Chicago Sky head coach admits Angel Reese mistake. So, let's see what they done said, man. The Chicago Sky broke a WNBA record for having the worst point discrepancy through 2 games at -60. Oh.
Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark, the player Angel desperately looked up to and tried to imitate, is out here playing chess while Angel is still trying to figure out checkers. Clark's exceptional vision, skill, and basketball IQ have made her the star of highlight reels, showcasing her as the MVP. In contrast, Angel's highlights resemble a blooper reel filled with missed layups and selfish plays. Here's the real story. Angel's boastful words drew a spotlight she wasn't ready for. Instead of rising to the challenge, she tripped over her own ego. If she'd stayed quiet, she might have remained just another name in the WNBA roster shuffle. But her bragging put a target on her back, and now every mistake is amplified, every miss becomes a headline, and every bad play turns into a viral meme. It's a harsh lesson in humility, showing that sometimes the smartest move is to stay silent and let your game speak for itself. Unfortunately, Angel's game is still in warm-up mode, and her big mouth? It's running a fast break straight toward the exit. This situation underscores how crucial humility and self-awareness are, both on and off the court. If she learns to keep her composure and focus on improving, she might still turn things around. But for now, her ego has taken center stage, and it's costing her dearly.
So Caitlin Clark last night went off for 27 points and 11 assists. And in her sophomore season, Clark now has the most 25-point, 10-assist games in WNBA history. She has only played in 42 games in her entire WNBA career, and she already has the record for this. But she also has now tied Courtney Vandersloot for the most 20-point, 10-assist games in WNBA history. And guys, if you look at this screenshot here, it's actually kind of wild. So Caitlin Clark has 10 games with 20 points and 10 assists, and she reached that milestone in only 42 games. And as you can see, Courtney Vandersloot, who holds that record, reached it in 430 games.
About the Angela Reese versus Caitlin Clark thing, to all the black people out here trying to make it a racial issue, y'all delusional. Angela Reese is garbage. Pure garbage. In terms of a skill set, her versus Caitlin, she's garbage. She plays like a toddler. There's no finesse, no smoothness, no beauty, no poetry, no skill set to her game at all. She's garbage. Stop being delusional.
Coach Marsh's critique wasn't just a passing comment. It was a full corner press, a wake-up call for anyone who believes that talking big automatically earns respect. Angel's stat padding isn't just lazy, it's downright laughable. Even the bench warmers are chuckling behind her back. For a player who threatened to walk if she didn't get paid, it's clear the WNBA might be better off investing in silence rather than empty boasts. Let's dive into this whirlwind of controversy, fueled by Coach Tyler Marsh's no-nonsense words. Because if you thought the drama ended with missed shots and ego trips, think again. This is just the surface of a season that's becoming a masterclass in what not to do on the court. First, let's break down stat padding. For those unfamiliar, it's when a player chases personal stats, points, rebounds, assists, not to help the team, but solely to boost individual numbers. It's like someone at a party bragging about all the free samples they grabbed instead of actually contributing to the conversation. And Angel? She's been that person, more focused on piling up stats than contributing to team success, revealing a reckless approach that could cost her dearly in the long run. The season's unfolding as a lesson in humility, showing that true greatness isn't just about numbers, but about playing smart, selfless basketball.
Yeah, it's not going to be often that we have, a ton of nights like this.
And the foul call that preceded the technical foul, it looked like you were arguing with that as well. Did you see it differently, or did you think it was more based on the reaction from New York's bench?
I think I just fight for my players and just leave it at that.
Remember when Angel Reese threatened to walk away if she didn't get paid what she believed she deserved? A bold move, no doubt. But here's the twist. While she was out there loudly touting her value, her on-court performance wasn't exactly shouting investment worthy. It looked more like someone trying to sell beachfront property in the middle of the desert. The reality and the hype simply didn't match. And that's why her career momentum stalled before it even had the chance to gain speed. Now, consider this. Most aspiring stars understand the unspoken rule. Let your game do the talking. But Angel chose to flip that script, letting her mouth write checks her skills couldn't cash. The fallout? Every missed layup, every selfish play, and every stat for box score became ammunition for critics, analysts, and even casual fans who suddenly fancied themselves experts. There's an almost poetic irony in it. Angel's refusal to pass to wide-open teammates wasn't just a poor basketball choice. It became a metaphor for her entire approach. Selfish, short-sighted, and ultimately harmful. Basketball, after all, isn't a one-woman show, despite what her highlight reels might suggest. It's a team sport, and clutching the ball tighter than a secret only hurts the whole squad.
Angel Reese is talking about if they don't get what they want, they're going to strike. She had a chance to walk it back. It's a casual setting. She's sitting there chilling with her friend DIDN. They're just talking. Maybe when this hit the news, there was a chance for Angel to say, okay, well, hang on. This is being misconstrued. But nope.
And don't even get me started on the timing. The WNBA is currently on an incredible ascent. Exciting games, emerging stars, and more fans than ever tuning in. Players like Caitlin Clark are capturing attention with jaw-dropping plays, unselfish teamwork, and relentless hustle. Clark exemplifies why we watch basketball. For the passion, the skill, and those unforgettable moments of magic. Meanwhile, Angel Reese seems to be turning every game into a comedy show, an endless montage of missed opportunities, selfish plays, and self-inflicted mistakes. What makes this even more interesting is how Angel's behavior has reshaped the narrative around her. Once viewed as a promising talent with potential, she's now becoming the punchline of basketball jokes and a cautionary tale about ego overtaking effort. In a league where players are fighting for respect and recognition, her rapid fall from hopeful star to headline-grabbing flop is both swift and striking. But it's not just about missed shots or padding stats. It's about what her actions reveal regarding leadership and professionalism. Athletes who talk big need to back it up with more than just flashy posts or sound bites. They must demonstrate grit, consistency, and true dedication. Angel's loud claims about her greatness became an open invitation for scrutiny. When her performance doesn't match her hype, fans and critics alike don't just dismiss it. They start questioning her commitment, attitude, and overall approach to the game. This situation serves as a stark reminder that true respect in sports is earned through effort, humility, and consistent excellence.
But I'm about to tell y'all I haven't heard before, so I doubt you have either. Before the 2023 season, the WNBA had grown by 40% viewership from 2022 to 2023. But with Caitlin Clark's arrival, it's grown by 400% viewership. What that means is if the WNBA were continue to grow at the rate it grew from 22 to 23, it would take until 2028 to do what Caitlin Clark did this year.
Coach Tyler Marsh's public critique wasn't just some petty rant. It was a direct, no-nonsense reality check wrapped in a slam dunk. It called out the empty stats and exposed the stark gap between Angel's self-perception and her true impact on the court. When one player dominates the ball, inflates their stats, and dismisses teammates, it creates serious tension. Basketball relies on chemistry, trust, and unselfish play, and Angel's behavior, highlighted by the coach, must be rubbing her teammates the wrong way. You can bet the quiet whispers in the locker aren't about her greatness, but about how much she's complicating team harmony. Here's where things get even messier: the financial aspect. Angel's demand for higher paychecks might seem justified on paper. If her game is inconsistent, more airballs and selfish plays than clutch moments, sponsors and teams won't be rushing to open their wallets. In fact, they might start questioning just how much they should invest in a player whose highlight reel is filled more with self-inflicted mistakes than game-winning plays. Without improvement, her financial claims may soon ring hollow.
Why, sports reporters, well, we know the fiasco that is going on with the Chicago Sky last night. They got another drubbing by way of the New York Liberty. Angel Reese had her worst professional basketball game, and I'm not even stretching that out.
That's how close she is to making the difference in the league. The way her fans act like she can be what her delusional fans think she is if she makes layups.
Let's be real. Fans watch the game for the excitement, the drama, and jaw-dropping skills. Caitlin Clark draws viewers because she's electrifying. A true magician with the ball who can drain a deep three or thread a perfect pass through defenders. Angel Reese, People tune in for the "did that really just happen" moments, those wild plays that make you laugh, shake your head, or even cringe a little. It's entertainment gold, but not necessarily good basketball. There's a bigger lesson in all this. Angel's story is a classic example of misplaced confidence, poor decision-making, and a lack of understanding about what truly creates a lasting legacy. Legends in the sport aren't built on padding stats or loud talk. They're made through selflessness, clutch performances, and lifting the entire team. Angel's actions, however, seem to tell a different story. And while we're analyzing the drama, let's also consider social media's role. Her outspoken attitude and bold claims may have initially gained followers, but with every missed shot and flashy highlight that's more about ego than team play, those followers are turning into critics. In today's digital age, your online reputation can make or break you. Right now, Angel's Twitter feed is likely a battleground of memes and sarcastic comments reflecting how quickly public perception can shift.
This stat is embarrassing. The WNBA did not start playing basketball till Caitlin Clark joined the league. She's got 3 triple-doubles through 41 games. That's the 3rd most all-time. She hasn't even played 50 games yet, and she's already 3rd all-time in triple-doubles. Like, were they not playing before she joined?
Meanwhile, the basketball world is watching, not with awe or admiration, but with popcorn in hand, waiting for the next chapter in what's rapidly become a cautionary tale. It's like observing a slow-motion car crash. Painful, embarrassing, yet impossible to look away from. The irony? If Angel had simply concentrated on playing disciplined basketball, making unselfish passes when teammates are open, and allowing her team's success to shine through, she might have become a beloved figure in the sport. Instead, she's heading down a one-way street to what could have been. A stark example of how big talk without tangible results often leads to disaster. Coach Marsh's pointed comments, though tough, could be the catalyst for change, if Angel chooses to listen. Every athlete faces setbacks. What matters is whether they have the humility and determination to learn and grow from them. The real question is, does Angel possess that humility and drive, or is she content to spin her wheels while the league continues to move ahead? Ultimately, basketball isn't solely about accumulating stats or flashy moments. It's rooted in heart, teamwork, and respect for the game. If Angel Reese truly wants to shed her current reputation as a punchline and become the player people genuinely respect, she needs to stop chasing hollow highlights, tone down the bravado, and focus on playing with purpose and integrity. Right now, the only thing she's adding to her highlight reel is a series of bloopers. And honestly, no one's eager to buy a ticket to that show.
Further proof as to why people don't watch pretend basketball. Last night was further proof as to why people do not respect the WNBA. And they damn sure don't respect the pretenders who participate in these painfully boring games. I'm not just talking about the offensive performance from Angel Reese last night. Keyword, offensive. That is the only kind of offense that Angel Reese is capable of performing. Offensive offense.
So get ready, basketball fans. Angel Reese's season is becoming a roller coaster, with Coach Marsh's tough words signaling a turning point. Whether she takes the feedback to heart or brushes it off like a missed shot, one thing's certain: this story isn't finished. The drama continues to unfold, and the court is eager for the next chapter. Whatever happens next, it's sure to be an unforgettable spectacle. The spotlight remains on Angel, and the world is watching to see if she can bounce back, grow from the criticism, and rewrite her narrative. Stay tuned. This is just the beginning of what promises to be an intense showdown. If you enjoyed leaving a like and subscribing, more videos are on the screen now.